A former Minneapolis police officer is due in court tomorrow, facing assault charges. 36-year-old Christopher Ryder is accused of kicking domestic assault suspect Mohammed Abdi Osman in the face. Lou Goose digs deeper into the past of both men.
This is Mohammed Osman's face after he was allegedly kicked by former Minneapolis police officer Christopher Ryder. Ryder was responding to a domestic abuse call in Minneapolis. Osman, a married man, had beaten up his girlfriend, whom he was seeing for months. Her words in court papers say, "He broke my teeth and my nose. He gave me 2 black eyes. My front 4 teeth are loose." Osman's attorney believes that was the officer's motivation.
They saw her, they saw the injuries. Shortly thereafter, they assaulted my client for no reason.
Osman pleaded guilty to assaulting his girlfriend, and now Ryder is charged with assaulting Osman. It's not the first time Ryder has been accused of excessive force. The city settled an excessive force lawsuit filed by Al Flowers for $25,000. Another lawsuit filed by gas station manager Sean Ross is still pending. This is Ross trying to break up a fight between customers and a drunk man in the parking lot. Police arrive, order everyone to the ground, then this happened. Ross claims in the lawsuit Officer Ryder's kick hurt his ribs and to this day causes continued anxiety. Then another incident involving Ryder got headlines. A judge dismissed a woman's prostitution charges, blaming Ryder, posing undercover as a massage client, for taking it way too far.
The sexual contact that Officer Ryder engaged in was totally unnecessary to the evidence gathering process.
The Minneapolis Police Department fired Ryder in January, but the reason hasn't been made public. In a statement, Ryder's attorney says the officer's use of force was legally justified. That whole incident was caught on camera.
All right. Thank you, Lou.
Cop finally charged after he's caught on video twice kicking people on their knees. Read more at http://thefreethought-project.com/cop-felony-kicking/number sign MFX0KP16FZQ1W.99. A violent cop is off the streets, for now, after being caught on video kicking a surrendering man, who was not resisting at all, in the face. To illustrate just how terrible police accountability actually is in this country, this was the officer's second time being caught on video kicking a nonviolent person. According to the New York Daily News, an ex-Minneapolis cop was charged in a brutal kicking assault that left a 35-year-old man with a traumatic brain injury, and a video of the assault contradicts his narrative of what happened. Christopher Ryder, while responding to a domestic assault call, kicked Mohammed Osman in the head, breaking his nose and reportedly causing traumatic brain injury. Karate kicks and offensive strikes using any part of the foot or lower leg to attack an opponent are sometimes justified in the line of duty to subdue an unruly suspect. But in Osman's case, Officer Ryder cannot say the suspect was fighting with him or even attempting to flee. Osman, upon seeing a gaggle of cops headed his way, with guns drawn, simply dropped to the ground on all fours, on his hands and knees, and waited for the officers to arrest him. It was in that very vulnerable, indefensible position, that Officer Ryder chose to deliver a knockout karate kick to the domestic violence suspect's head. The Star Tribune reports Ryder has been charged with a third-degree felony for kicking the downed man. While the attack happened May 30, 2016, it wasn't until March 15 of 2017 that the officer was charged with the heinous crime. Fellow officer Josh Domek was also on the scene. In reports they filed after the incident, Domek wrote that as he approached Osman, he ordered him to get on the ground. Domek then wrote that he moved toward Osman in an effort to push him to the ground to get him in handcuff position. While doing so, I felt resistance from the male, causing me to believe that he was going to attempt to fight as he had just been involved in a violent assault, writes the Tribune. While Domek made no mention of his partner's assault on the suspect, Ryder did admit to kicking the man. According to the Tribune, in his report, Ryder said when the other officers ordered Osman out of the vehicle, I could see Osman pushing off the ground. I made a split-second decision and kicked Osman in the face one time with the top flat part of my boot. The video does not show Osman either resisting or pushing off the ground. He was lying. Image, http://pixel.watch/qt7. Oddly enough, it wasn't this kick that cost him his job. Ryder was fired in January of 2017, on an unspecified matter. County Attorney Mike Freeman charged Ryder, not Domek, and said, in this case, a kick to the face is a use of deadly force, and simply not justified. For the county attorney to call the attack a use of deadly force is for him to realize how brutal such a cowardly and utterly indefensible act it was to kick his downed suspect. Hopefully, the punishment fits the crime and a jury will convict the police officer of the felonious attack on his fellow citizen. Potentially, a conviction in the case could serve as a much-needed social justice reform of modern-day policing in the U.S. Until then, young police officers should familiarize themselves with Rodney King's case, know that it's not okay to kick someone, even someone suspected of beating up his significant other, just because you feel like it. That's the reason why we have a justice system in the first place, to punish evildoers like Ryder.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.